KANU'S plea application for his release, freedom has been granted today, the 26th of September. What's your take on that?
Yeah, it is an impromptu, it is a reflex action, if you ask me, something that has come of sudden. Yesterday, the application for his release was actually granted and based on some issues bordering on his health. KANU'S health early this month, has been deteriorating on an alarming rate, and which actually culminated to his lawyer writing application to DSS that turned his barrister or attorney's application down, and this actually lifted up more, suspense and the tense, in Atasu Rock, under which we of course see the man in charge of this present administration, Tinubu, to be rallying around, very, very disturbed and even afraid, because much pressure from international community, was upon him last month, and even more currently this month, Tinubu is subjected under serious tension, suspense, and pressure to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu due to his ailing, health, which was, behind the reason this application was actually about, taking effect from today. But earlier on, we actually seen a man that has been incarcerated for over 52 months, getting to 60 months from 2021 till date. Kanu actually went to the court, as it was, prepared, to nail him or to put him to jail by the former administration of Muhammadu Buhari, and the Kanu actually came out, victorious. That's why I always use the word, victory streak. Kanu has been victorious each and every time he goes to court to free himself, or at least exonerate himself of all the treasonable charges leveled against him by federal government of Nigeria under Muhammadu Buhari and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He won when he went to court in 2022. He won 2-3 times. He won at Umuahia High Court. He won at Enugu. He won at Abuja High Court, and they still winning. So this victory freak actually traded his own health condition, because if I could be in his own situation or condition, I will actually at least not get myself. Just imagine a situation whereby someone was exonerated by the court, set free, and they acquitted by the court, being denied his freedom. And you know that the only hope that common man have all over the world is the judiciary. But the kind of judiciary and justice system Nigeria operates here is a judiciary that is sectional, very, sectional. Nigerian government under Tinubu committed court contempt by not allowing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that was freed by court. Appeal Court Abuja, Supreme Court Abuja, freed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu how many times during Buhari administration? But the power that was there could not allow him to go. I mean the Fulani Janjaweeds. Number one is Malami, the most unqualified Attorney General Nigeria has ever had in history. Abubakar Malami is not qualified to even head an ordinary magistrate court. According to AGF, Minister of Justice, Canada, he said that Malami is not qualified to be ordinary magistrate court that actually takes care of marital issue in the localities. Because the AGF of Canada actually was of the fact or point that Malami is supposed to know that illegal rendition of any citizen in Africa, anywhere in the part of the world, has violated United Nations Charter. It's against international law. Under international jurisprudence, Malami is supposed to be cooling off at ICC right now. He violated many people in Nigeria, especially Biafra agitators, which was why the AGF Canada has actually made that statement across the globe that AGF Malami then should be arrested and be brought to book, so that justice, stretched arms of law, should actually catch up with him. So what we are saying now is that Buhari committed court contempt. All the government, public office holders, all the political dissidents under his administration should be arrested and sent to ICC. So currently we are seeing a man who is actually free 3 times or 2 times since inception of Tinubu administration. It is more than 2 times, I think 3 times. Because on and on, from Supreme Court to Appeal Court, from Appeal Court to DSS Court, KANU actually competently outsmarted federal government of Nigeria and all its illegal accolades. Illegitimate government in place since 2023 after presidential election that was purportedly won by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It was too obvious that Nigerians en masse came out on 25, I think, or 23 February 2023 and gave Obi their supports. And at the end of the day, Tinubu used his money, bought INEC, bought everybody, even bought the so-called dictatorial judiciary in this country that bent the legal victory, attained by Peter Greg Obi, the former governor of Anambra State. He used his money, bribed everybody, all the military apparatus in Nigeria, the paramilitary. As you can see, he promoted over 52,000 paramilitary officers in Nigeria currently. That is how he has been perfecting his way to make sure that he rig out people. Anybody comes 2027 presidential election, that is a man that can never do the needful or follow the law. He has been ruling Lagos as if Lagosians are good, and he has extended it to federal level. That's why he is preparing his way, promoting the paramilitaries and the military to high level with their salaries increased by more than 500%. He doesn't want anything military intervention. But I'm telling you that nothing in life that has beginning that does not have an end. One day it is going to end. Mazi Kanu has been granted, his application for freedom today, and Kanu is marching towards the court to actually get himself treated. Earlier on, Kanu's lawyer obtained permission, from the court, to take Kanu to National Hospital for medical checkup. But what happened there was DSS intervened, bringing an unqualified medical quack, a medical doctor that could not even read ordinary laboratory tests, and they flew Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's blood into Southern Africa for check. Doesn't mean that Nigeria doesn't have enough qualified, laboratory doctors that could read X-ray, doctors that could read whosoever cancer or whatever issue anyone is having in his, at least, system. So that's why they flew the blood into Southern Africa, and the lawyers are like, we don't have enough doctor. This doctor you brought forward is a doctor that you guys decided to. Not based on competence or qualification, you brought a quack, a medical quack, to check Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, health status. As I'm talking to you now, I don't think they have flown back the blood of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu test to actually tell us what is going on wrong with him. So that's why the family members, international communities, and Igbo World Congress in America, all over the world, have put on pressure on Bola Ahmed Tinubu that if anything happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he will be in trouble. He and his generation. And if anything happens to him currently, I'm an Igbo man, a Biafran, Nigeria will go into what? Extinction. Because we cannot just keep our finger crossed all the time. Igbo race is subjected to this kind of, at least, abject, absolute extinction. They don't want Igbo to exist anymore. That's why they subjected Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and all other Igbos to this kind of ill treatment. Recently, we've learned about how buildings, properties that belong to the Igbos across Lagos were being bulldozed, demolished, and destroyed by Lagos state government under the control of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. As I'm talking to you this morning, 19 buildings at Trade Fair as finder. Trade Fair is Lagos suburb, I think at the area of Ojo local government, purchased by Igbo businessmen with their money from federal government of Nigeria. What concerns Lagos state, they have bulldozed, demolished, destroyed 19 buildings. Is that the fair trial? Yoruba man does not believe in Igbo man, and time shall come when Igbo man will leave southwest states, and the economy of southwest states is bound to collapse. It is not a threat. It is a research and experts warn. Very soon, Igbo man will actually disembark from this region. All roads should be led to southeastern Nigeria. And that is when Lagos State will actually know that more than 75% of Lagos' economy is under the control of the Igbos. We are going very soon. Now, today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is at the court, and it is final of the finals. It's to be gone.
Thank you.